Okay, so just to show you here that we're going to be ripping all of this out. That's why we haven't bothered cleaning it. It's because it's all coming out. This shower here, and this is the little bathroom off of our bedroom. And this is the way it was when we bought the house a little over a year ago. And if you notice here, got a crack all the way around that shower base. So I expect that the bottom of it has sunk down slightly enough to crack all that tile. Now also this floor here is wet, and this is the toilet. Well, it's got a, not wet, but it's got a dip here. So I expect what happened is this started leaking, got wet, and went underneath that floor. And that being a concrete drain, base, that the weight pulled it down and cracked all that tile. So anyhow, I'm getting ready to rip it all out. So I thought I'd show what it is. Before I start, we're going to put in a different toilet, one that sits up higher and oval. And that's whole width of that shower will be open with the new shower kit we bought. It's just 3 different walls, basically, and a floor. But I'm going to get started today ripping this all out so we can get all this fixed up. Well, this is just part of the DIY stuff that I get to do here with buying a bit of a fixer-upper. But it gives me something to do, and I kind of enjoy doing it. So I'll show you probably some in process maybe as I'm tearing it apart, especially if I find anything interesting. But for the most part, look forward to having it done. See you later. So here's a little up to date. You can see I got the trim out and the heater vent. Been tearing some of that wall down in there. It's a half a day's worth of work probably. But when I got in here and started on this wall here, I was trying to get the chromes and the handle and everything off, and this sucker started shooting water and coming out the shower thing. So I had to stop and shut the hot water off and get in there and rebuild this one, which I did. To rebuild this one, I'll have to go out to the street and shut all the house water off. That's the cold side. So I'm going to wait on that one, but there's your reason there that this has to be rebuilt. All that black mold down in there and everything. Yeah, that tile was pretty hard to get off up here. You can see it's nice and clean and white, but boy, down there you could tell that's where all the water was leaking. So I'm going to rip all of that sheetrock out. Oddly enough, they have 2 sheets of sheetrock in there. And I'm wondering if they had a problem and come in and just tore out the tile and put another layer of sheetrock in there and then retiled it. I'm thinking that's probably what they did. That's not how I would do it. No, I'll buy a cheaper surround kit and put it in. Anyhow, so that's how far I've gotten so far. Still the same day that I started, half a day's worth of work or so. I'm going to have to start wearing a mask now with that mold there. I'm afraid that's going to get kind of a little dangerous. Okay, till later. So, hour later, roughly, I got the second wall out. As you can see, it pretty much came out in one sheet. Right there was the only place, and then the whole thing fell down. It's pretty well built. That thing, I'm impressed with how hard it is. I had to beat it with a hammer and break it into smaller chunks to put it in a tub to get it out of here. But that's the wall number 2. Of course, I still have to pull all the sheetrock out. This surround kit has to be mounted right to the studs. So now, yeah, this will be the next one. I did find out though that you have 2 sheets of sheetrock because of this rounded piece up here. Where that's rounded there, that sheetrock makes up the difference there, so there'll be 2 pieces of sheetrock underneath that. The rest of it's just 1 piece. Anyhow, back at it. Okay, so getting ready to start day 2 of my demolition of my shower here. So I thought I'd show you what all I got accomplished yesterday, and you understand I'm an old retired guy, so I don't work really too hard. I did score my ceiling there. I don't want to have to replace the ceiling too. Quite frankly, I have blown in insulation. If that comes down, yeah, what a mess. Anyhow, so today I'll be taking off this layer of sheetrock. It was double sheetrocked up there from the top where it has those rollover pieces. Yeah, that ain't helping you any. Those trim pieces around the top, those rounded pieces, yeah. And then they put a second piece of sheetrock in there to make up the difference. But you can see here that it was pretty nasty. And that's actually the second sheet. I think at one time, honestly, I think somebody come in here and just added another layer of sheetrock and then retiled it. But I might be wrong. The water might have seeped through all those layers. I don't know. It just seems the back is worse than the front. But anyhow, it doesn't matter. It's all coming out, and I'm going to work on getting all this sheetrock out today, and maybe even get started on this piece of concrete drain there, because I'm putting in a fiberglass unit, so I have a whole different floor piece and everything. So all that's got to come out, and that's what I'll be doing today. Plus, I'll be taking this wall out here because of the shower unit I bought is open all on one side, and that's wider than this. So this will have to come out. Plus, this is 36 by 32, which I couldn't get. I had to get 32 by 32. It was only 32 I could get. So I'm going to have to trim some of this in. So I don't know what I'm going to need here. So I thought, well, I'd just take this wall out, then I'll re-sheetrock, frame it in sheetrock once I get all that figured out. And I guess it probably won't hurt to repaint this whole bathroom anyhow. So anyhow, I'll be back at it today, and I'll show you later where I'm at. Well, there it is. Pretty much all opened up, except this one bit here. And that's just, like I said, there just to protect that. These here are moving around too easy, and I don't want to be banging them around, busting them off. They should have been secured, and they never were. Well, they kind of were. There was a board across here that these went through, and the pipe that went through here went through this hole up here. Yeah. So they were kind of secured, but not very good. They weren't secured fore and aft, just sideways. But anyhow, so the big chore will be getting this out. And I've done one, but boy, it was years ago, and I don't remember. I'm thinking it's just basically a solid chunk of concrete about 2 inches thick under there. You just bust away at it until you get through it and start breaking it into chunks. But yeah, I'm probably, well, I'm going to take a little break here and see if I can work a little bit on that this afternoon, but won't be a whole lot more get done today. Well, for one thing, I'm running out of tubs to put all the stuff in. I took a load into the dump today, 5 tubs, those big totes, pretty dang heavy totes too. Anyhow, I got them all 5 filled up again. So, I don't normally, I'll take them in tomorrow because Saturday I don't take it in. Saturday they were really busy with all the people that work during the week, bringing in their trash. That's another video too, our whole trash service here. Yeah. Anyhow, so that's it for now. I'll get back at you here in a bit. Okay, just a quick shot there. We'll be getting about half of that concrete out of that base there. It wasn't too bad. I had to get the first corner down here. Right down in here, I got this first corner. Once I got that broke out, I could bring the sledgehammer and just start hitting it towards that hole, and it just started breaking up, and turns out the tile on top is harder than the concrete underneath. But it's going along pretty good. I thought it'd take all day. I think it'll be like half a day for me to get it out of there, but then again, I'm old and retired, so. Alrighty, I'll probably shoot another picture when I get it all out of there. Okay, concrete's all out of there. I got bad knees, so I gotta use a knee pad when I get down on my knees and work. I don't know if you can see down in there very good, but I gotta clean all that old insulation out. That's kind of interesting. That's what's in my attic, and I had thought that it had fallen through the attic, but there's sheetrock up there. Now, did they add that later because they saw that and left it? Or was it left there to keep, kind of as an insulation to keep the cold air from underneath the house, because it is a crawl space. But it was all wet and nasty, so I pulled it all out of there. You can see that's kind of nasty looking. I'm letting it dry out. I'll get all this out. We weren't even using the shower and that's wet, but the toilet did leak within the last 30 days. The seal went out on the nut. But anyhow, I'm hoping this metal pan here just lifts out. It's actually I think it's lead. Doesn't seem to want to move, but I doubt if it's glued or anything. Boy, she's down, whatever it is. I think it's just heavy and kind of shaped in there. So I'll work it out. Get that up. See what kind of drain I got there and what I can do with that. I still need to get some of this. I still left a little bit of sheetrock in here. So that'll probably be my next thing, is I need to clean it up, absolutely get clean, ready for the new one. But before all of that, now that this is out, finish getting that pan and everything out, then the toilet's got to come out. And the floor, you can see the floor is bad down there from all the leaks over the years. Replace the floor, and then the wife wants a chair height toilet. So I'll put a new toilet in there. We're going to keep this old sink now. How's that? You can't buy that today. That's a pretty cool sink. I rebuilt the valves, and pretty unique. Pretty unique. Anyhow, that's it for the tear up. The rest is all about the clean up and putting it back together. And I'll be videoing later. Bye. Okay. I'm going to do, oh, that's close up. Let's back that up. One final shot there. There it is. I just got to kind of bring the shot back in here and get the little debris out of there and everything. But she's pretty much stripped down. A little piece of wall there I'll take off. But this will be it. I am not going to video installing the fiberglass unit because I'm not a pro. I would not want me to do it and somebody watch me and me mess up and they do it the same way as me and we both can get messed up. No. Even the drain there is going to have to come out and be probably moved, and I'm not videoing that either because I'm not a professional. There's great videos out there that show you how to install this stuff, and mine would not be one of those. So anyhow, but that's it. Completely stripping out that built-in tiled shower, including the base. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you later.